Hello, it's an honor to greet you all at the Global Harvest Summit. My name is John Robb, and it has been my privilege to serve as coordinator for the Unreached Peoples Task Force. We are an international team of mission and prayer leaders committed to the Lord's Great Commission, specifically to see prayer movements leading to mission efforts for the unreached people groups of our world. I want to thank brothers James Wong and Young Cho for giving me this opportunity to share a word with you. I wish I could be there to do it in person with many friends who I know are there, but I want you to know that many of us will be covering you in prayer as you discuss the most important thing in human history, reaching others for Jesus Christ and carrying out his Great Commission. If we're going to carry out this Great Commission, it is essential to understand what it is. From Genesis 12:3, when the Lord said that Abraham, his descendants, and especially his great descendant, the Messiah, would bring blessing to all the nations, the Lord used the word for ethnic people groups, that is translated ethne in the Greek Septuagint. That same phrase, pantata ethne, was used by Jesus in Matthew 28:19 when he said, "Go and disciple all the ethne." These are not our modern geopolitical nations, but unique people groups created by God, defined by their particular cultures, languages, and worldviews. These things can act as barriers to the communication of the gospel, making the Great Commission task necessarily cross-cultural. There are approximately 7,000 people groups that are estimated to be unreached. That is, without an indigenous movement for Christ that is adequate to reach the rest of that people group. About 4,800 of them only have on average one Jesus follower per 1,000 people. So they are called frontier people groups. They are the priority ones for us to reach. Just under 300 of these FPGs are over 1 million in size, with some of them consisting of many millions who have never heard the gospel. Altogether, they total about 1.6 billion. Missiologists say these 300 are the most strategic to reach, because if movements for Christ are established in them, there should be a ripple effect to the smaller frontier people groups that surround them. Jesus told his disciples to pray that the Lord of the harvest will send forth workers into his harvest field. And if that happens, this gospel of the kingdom, he said, will be proclaimed to pantata ethne, and then the end will come. We in the Unreached Peoples Task Force have found that when churches and other ministries adopt specific unreached people groups and pray in depth for them, the Lord of the harvest does his wonders, raising up gifted workers, giving visions and dreams and miracles of healing, even in resistant groups such as Muslims, Buddhists, and Hindus. In the hopes that you will adopt one of these frontier people groups for prayer, prayer cards will be distributed, one to each of you. Please put it in your Bible, and when you open it, pray for even a minute or two. It will make a real difference. If you can ask your church or ministry organization to join with you, the impact will be even stronger. In this way, as we adopt and pray for all the remaining UPGs, the unreached peoples of our world, God will ignite movements for Christ in them, so all those in them will be able to know he loves them and wants them to be in his eternal family. Thank you.